Tourism Secretary Cristina Frasco welcomes the relaunch of electronic visas for Chinese nationals set to commence in November. Frasco said the suspension of the e-visa system in 2023 had a significant impact on the country's ability to meet tourism targets, particularly from one of its strongest pre-pandemic markets. She noted that the Department of Tourism had long advocated for the reinstatement of the e-visa system since its suspension. The relaunch responds to market demand, industry feedback, and aims to address a gap that has limited regional competitiveness for nearly 3 years. Let's get a reaction on this. We'll be speaking with Harold Atondo. He's the Secretary General of the Philippine Tour Operators Association. He's also the president of ATD Experience Travel Agency. Hi, Harold. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, good afternoon, Mia. Good afternoon to everyone.
Yes, can you first explain to us how this e-visa system, how does this work? And do you expect a deluge of Chinese tourists now that it's reinstated?
Of course, the e-visa actually works for securing a much more easier or eased way of visiting the country. Normally, it will take 4 to 5 business days only, rather than going through a stringent personal individual visa application. This is most likely applicable for those group coming into the country and for short-term visit. If I'm not mistaken, this is actually been implemented before 2023. It has a 14 days validity and it's not transferable, non-extendable. So it will give the chance for any nationals, particularly for Chinese market, to come here in the Philippines to enjoy what it is that we have to offer to the market.
Mm-hmm. By how many do you expect the increase will be in Chinese tourists once the e-visa system is reinstated?
Actually, I would like to be very optimistic about it, but I want to make sure that we are going to be a gradual increase rather than an influx of surge of tourists right away. Of course, we want to be database when it comes to data-driven base rather when it comes to our promotions, and make sure that the implementation in terms of the integrity of this visa is securing the e-visa would be highly implemented. This is an intersectoral intersectoral effort. This is not only an effort of the Department of Tourism. Of course, we know that tourism is for the promotion and policy making, but the implementation of this one would solely rely on the DFA. And then the Bureau of Immigration, all of these things, including the DICT, to make sure that everything that coming in here are, properly scanned, and there will be no third-party agencies that will handle this other than the DFA.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Harold, but will there be safeguards in this e-visa system to protect the country from the undesirables? I think dito nagka-problema before, di ba?
Yes, exactly. I hope so. I've heard that during the some of the talks regarding this, that there will be a collaboration between the VFS. So there will be some biometrics involved, and then it is connected to the Bureau of Immigration. So at least we are on that security stage that will make sure that coming in here are really going to do the tourist and will not overstay and will not have any previous records of overstaying or illegal activities that happened in other countries, not only in the Philippines.
Yes. Will travel agencies or tour operators have a part in these safeguards in making sure na walang undesirables, walang Chinese citizens with questionable background or criminal background?
For our part, because in the private sector, of course, we are just kumbaga, we are receiving the tourists, right? But of course, it is important that we educate the public and we also be vigilant about if we encounter anyone or if there's anyone that we know who are abusing the visa, then we have an authority to report at, because that is very important that everyone is involved in terms of being vigilant. Other than that, I think the tour operators and all the travel agencies in the country are very much prepared, and we've been waiting for this for a long time. It's been like 3 years, more than 3 years since we last encounter a major visits from the China market, including the tour guides. We have a lot of tour guides on standby that are able to speak, bilingual, and the destination, of course, is ready.
Yeah. Harold, very quickly, who are our top tourists right now?
South Koreans and United States.
And
The Balikbayans.
what are their favorite spots here in the Philippines? Which spots do they frequently visit?
Of course, we still have our key markets like Boracay, Palawan, Cebu, Bohol. Those four, but we have to include also Subic is also one of the top destinations for our Balikbayans and also for our international market.
All right. So we will be soon welcoming Chinese tourists. Do you think there are enough flights between the Philippines and China?
Right now, I think it's part of the preparation. It's not yet fully implemented, but some of the airlines like Cebu Pacific and Air Asia are planning to resume, their direct flights from China to the Philippines. Right now, we have at least like 6 or 7 direct flights from our flagship carrier, Philippine Airline, but it's not that frequent as before the pandemic. Now I think it is about 3 to 4 times a week only. But of course, with the data again, if the demands will be going high for these Chinese nationals coming in here for e-visa, we really hope that more flights will be given to the market.
Right. Thanks so much for joining us today, Harold. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much, Miss Mari. Have a good day.
Have a good day.